Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. On today's episode of me talking about 7 things, I'm going to be going over episode 7 of Global Showdown. Now before I continue, please check out the links in the description below. I highly recommend the surveys, especially the redemption one. Now on to the episode. We are at day 21 because we skipped day 20 and Matt and Gabby go fishing. They mention how hot it is, and we also hear some narration about the dangers of the brackish water, such as the Zambezi sharks. And we also see Fernanda go fishing. We hear more mention of the heat and humidity. And Rene approaches the shore and chats with Fernanda, and she mentions there's no fish. And Rene and Marina are at a different location doing some fishing, and Rene manages to get a bunch of fish, which is good for Team Brazil. A rainstorm approaches, and that night it begins to rain. Day 22, Team Australia, amongst many other teams, work on their roofs. Fernanda isn't feeling well, and the teams get a scroll with arrows. The teams are tasked with making an atlatl, and the next day they need to go to the X on the map to do their next challenge. Both team members need to be able to use the atlatl for completion of the challenge, and completion of making the atlatl earns the team 50 points. Team South are confident in their ability to make and use the atlatl. Fernanda is still not feeling well, and Pablo tells her to rest and is worried about her condition. Producers call in a medic to assess her situation. She has a fever and her blood pressure has dropped. She is suffering from heat exhaustion and dehydration. She is cleared to remain in the challenge and is told to rest and drink water. Pablo begins working on Team Mexico's atlatl. Matt is very confident in his ability to make and use an atlatl, and his friends even call him Matlatl. Team Australia decides to work on their own atlatls, and Kai helps Alexa with making hers. We hear a lot of Alexa's thought about the competition. Rene works on his team's atlatl while Marina makes the cordage. Rene also makes a handle for the atlatl to help with control and aim when launching their arrows. They then practice using it. Brazil gets 50 points for completing their atlatl. Rene really wants to beat Matt, so there seems to be a bit of a rivalry going on. Whether or not Matt really knows about it is yet to be determined. I'm sure he does, but Rene is very much like, I want to beat Matt, and he's like, Marina needs to beat Gabby, and we're good. Team USA East earned 50 points for completing their atlatl, and Matt teaches Gabby how to use it. Matt then decides to tie cord onto a sapling for his team's atlatl to help Gabby with aiming it since she doesn't have as much experience. Pablo tests his team's atlatl, and Fernanda pushes through not feeling well to also practice with it, and Team Mexico gets 50 points. Team USA South complete their atlatl, earning 50 points, and practice with theirs as well. They add a riser to their atlatl to raise the arrows since the arrows are going a bit low when practicing with it. Australia complete theirs and get the 50 points and also practice with it. While they're practicing, Team South pass by Team Australia, and Team South goes for a swim, and Team South talks about how confident they are, and Australia's like, oh, they may be a little bit too confident, but will this be foreshadowing? We don't know. Day 23, it is challenge day, and the teams head off to their next challenge location with their atlatls. Team USA South and Australia are below the red line, but will they earn enough points to get out of the bottom? We shall see. For phase 1 of the challenge, both team members will use the atlatl to pierce a hide target 10 yards away. Only the first 3 teams to land successful hits will move on to phase 2, and Phase 2 is processing an impala. To finish the challenge, both team members need to smear red body juices of the impala on their face, which is interesting. First place gets 150 points plus the impala, second gets 100 points plus an impala, and third gets 70 points plus an impala. Fourth and fifth place get no points and no impala. Tomorrow, teams below the red line will face off in an elimination challenge. The challenge begins with the atlatls, and Matt is the first to pierce the hide while Rene is the second. Matt and Rene are coaching their partners through using the atlatl. Gabby hits the hide, and USA East is the first to go into phase 2. Marina is the next to hit her hide, and Team Brazil begin working on processing their impala. It is neck and neck between the two teams. Frank is next to pierce the hide, followed by Kai. After some tension on whether or not Team South or Australia will get third place, Alexa manages to pierce her team's hide, securing necessary protein for the team and guaranteeing a spot in the next phase of the challenge. USA South and Mexico earn 4th and 5th place and unfortunately get no points. Team Australia work on processing their impala. Because USA South has 200 points overall, they earn some fruit, and Team Mexico are at 300 points overall and get a kudu hide as their survival asset. And they are also worried about ending up below the red line, but depending on who gets first, second, and third, they may be safe, but we shall see. Australia needs to get first to avoid being below the red line. After some tension, between who's going to get first place between USA East, Brazil, and Australia. It is revealed that USA East gets first place. Brazil gets second, and Rene uses his catchphrase, if you don't play to win, don't play at all, and Australia gets third overall in the challenge. Australia and USA South are still below the red line and will face an elimination challenge the next day. USA East and Brazil earn 2 survival items based off their points and choose fruit and salt, as well as having their impala to eat, so they all get necessary protein. Australia chooses fruit as their survival item, and they also get the impala, aka necessary protein, which is good. Team Australia begin work on their impala and are worried about the elimination challenge. Team USA South are resting and preparing for the elimination challenge the next day. They are confident in their skills and are ready for it. Team USA East and Brazil also working on cooking their impala, but neither team have to worry about being up for elimination and get to rest and eat some nice food. Day 24, it is elimination challenge day, and we hear Australia and USA South's thoughts, and we see them prepping for the elimination challenge. A scroll appears and the bottom teams read it. They are told to head to the X on the map at high noon. For the elimination challenge, the teams need to build a raised platform in water with a minimum height of 3 feet where they must boil water. Each team is provided a pot and paracord, and the teams are allowed to use acquired items to help them in the challenge. The first team to boil water on their platform, remove the pot, and place it back to where it was hanging will be safe from elimination, while the other team will go home. The challenge begins and the team begin working on their platforms. Team South is confident that they will stand the competition. Team Australia is constructing their platform on land while South is making theirs in water. Australia eventually moves their platform into water after getting it situated. Teal and Frank talk about a lack of communication at times that can be frustrating for them since, sometimes if things get tense, they get quiet. But once they focus, they're able to do well. Team Australia has good communication, and Kai uses her knowledge and tells Alexa what to do, and Alexa quickly does what Kai asks. It is neck and neck between the two teams, and it looks like Australia is a little ahead as they get their platform done before Team South, and they get their fire first as well. Unfortunately, at the end of the episode, we see Kai bumping into the platform and the water spills, and they have to start again as the episode ends. When she says she has to start again, I don't really know what that means. Do they have to make another hook for it? Do they have to remake the platform? Or do they just have to rebuild the fire? We shall see next episode, but as of right now, we don't know which team is in 5th place and was eliminated. We'll know by the next episode, but who will be eliminated in this elimination challenge? I have an idea who, but I won't say it just yet. And the final scoreboard at the end of the episode is in 1st place, USA East with 400 points, 2nd, Brazil with 320 points, 3rd, Mexico with 300 points, 4th, Australia with 220 points, and 5th is USA South with 200 points. And the number of days after day 24, Matt has 329, Kai has 179, Gabby has 134, Frank has 94, Alexa and Teal have 80, Marina and Rene have 75, Fernanda has 66, and Pablo has 45. Next episode, episode 8, Sharp Spears, Broken Spirits. The final 4 teams build 4-pronged, fire-hardened spears to skewer fish. One team's spear and partnership break under pressure. Cold, driving rain collapses the shelter. In a frigid elimination challenge, teams battle hypothermia and each other. Dun dun dun! Who will be eliminated next week? Will we have 2 teams eliminated, or will we have a cliffhanger? Who knows? Stay tuned. Thank you all so much for listening. Please like, comment nice things, and subscribe, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye. If you want, I can say who I think is going home. I'm going to say who I think is going home in 3, 2, 1. Team Australia. Thank you. Bye.